and welcome back to the third edition of Front Room Fest. Oh, it's really nice to see you. You look really nice. Loving your new buzz cut. You look lovely. It's another week, and therefore it's another excellent beret to cover my quarantine hair. Aren't you lucky with me and my beret? Have you missed us? Have you missed theatre? Well, you've come to the right place. We've got a bloody stonking lineup for you this week. So sit back, get a glass of vino, get the cat on your lap, because you're just going to have possibly one of the best hours of your life. Or not, don't hold me to it, but don't say I didn't try, okay? We tried quite hard. As always, this is a pay-as-you-feel show, so if you got nothing, don't give us anything. If you got loads, give us loads. If you've got a bit in the middle, give us a suggested donation of £3. But as I said, pay whatever you feel, or pay what you think it's worth, which is priceless. Let's be real there. But as every week, 25% of your donations will go to the Brighton Community Fund, which is helping fund Brighton in Crisis. It's helping fund food banks, and this is such vital stuff now, as is live theatre in your living room, into your eyeballs of this. Okay? But that's not all, because let's crack on with the first act. We've got Luke Rollason with The History of Hands. Luke Rollason is a big-haired, big-eyed thing in a turtleneck. He's really funny. He's actually a bit of a clown, you might say. And he makes physical comedy for popular people. So if you were bullied at school, you're not allowed to watch. That was a rubbish joke. Get back to clown school. Anyway, enjoy Luke Rollason with his first ever educational video, The History of Hands.
Hi. Hello. When I heard that I couldn't use my hands for anything anymore, I was like, what? But now I feel much better after watching this documentary.
Listen to these common phrases. Hand me that pencil sharpener. You look like you need a hand. Hands up. This is a robbery. Put all your money in the bag. That's right, in the bag. I'm not fucking joking around here. Someone's going to get hurt if you don't put all your money in the bag. I'm sure you've all heard these common phrases before. Do you know what they all have in common? If you're not sure, raise your hand to ask for help. That's right. It's hands. Hands. These five-fingered tyrants evolved from the man-eating flesh spider, an arachnid that eventually learned to fuse itself to its prey's wrists, which they have stubbornly clung to ever since. If you can't eat them, join them. We use our hands on these, and these, and these. Handles. They are named after their inventor, the composer George Friedrich Handel. Handel astonished the world with his revolutionary way of playing the piano with his hands rather than his elbows. For centuries, the elbow was humanity's greatest tool for interacting with the world and each other. That is why handles used to be known as elbows. Elbows. But why do we use hands so much today? This is a case of what is commonly known as an inexplicable phenomena. Fortunately, it isn't too late. Thanks to the encouragement of the scientific community, elbows are making a surprising, but by no means surprising, comeback. This is because, like a camel, an elbow has one hump and one armpit. Hands, however, have 5 humps and 4 pits. It is no wonder that elbows are more hygienic, more beautiful, and endorsed by science. Watch out, lads! That's better. Thank you for watching. Now you have learned about the history of hands, you too are ready to wave goodbye to your hands and hello to the kneecap of your arm.
Rollason, more like Luke Lollason. You can have that one on me, mate. If you liked what you saw, please find Luke on social media, give him a follow, give him a like, send him a picture of your turtleneck. Do whatever you feel like. It's lockdown. Next up, we have Cast Iron with their trailer of One Woman Alien. Cast Iron are a Brighton powerhouse of theatre making, podcast hosting, word prompt, creative writing, creativity, live your best lockdown, all very productive, lots of lovely content for you all. So I'm gonna let Cast Iron speak for themselves rather than me. And here's Cast Iron talking about all of their amazing quarantine projects and their new trailer, One Woman Alien. Enjoy!
Hello.
Hello.
This is Andrew Allen.
This is Michelle Donking.
And we are Cast Iron.
We create theatre in Brighton, and our current show is One Woman Alien. In a moment, we want to share with you the trailer for that show, starring the magnificent Katie Shute and edited by the equally magnificent Mark II.
Yeah, and before that happens, we thought it'd be lovely to share with you the things that we are doing throughout the week.
So yeah, for instance, on Mondays we have Cast Iron Shorts, and every single Monday one of us will write a brand new short story inspired by the word prompts that you will send to us on any social media network that you can find us on. In week 1 we got all the rude words already, so
they're done.
We'll knock yourself out. But yeah, we will write, record and send back to you a brand new short story every Monday inspired by those words.
Yeah, and that's on our podcast stream, which is the Cast Iron Theatre podcast.
Yeah.
And it's called Cast Iron Shorts. And then on Tuesdays, what is happening on Tuesdays, Andrew?
On Tuesdays we have a Zoom acting class, improvisation, script work led by me, and that's every Tuesday at 7:30. If you get in contact with us asking for the Zoom codes, then it's a lovely place to be.
Yeah. And then on Wednesdays and Sundays we have Bright Onions, which is a selection of short videos that is just basically Andrew and I chatting about things that make us happy.
Yeah, because, it can be a weird time and you want sort of things to sort of take your minds off things. And people have got in contact and said how much they've been enjoying watching two idiots talk about really random things.
Yeah, so if you like forks and trains and book nooks and various stuff like that we chat about, so do watch those. And then on Friday evenings we have Friday night interviews, which is where we chat to people who are creative in Brighton.
Yeah, if you look at checking with all the old episodes of the podcast. There's lots of interviews where we chat to creative people. It's like that, but with pictures.
Oh, shock horror. So yeah, that's our week. That is what we're doing. Yeah.
Keep in contact. Look after yourselves. We hope to see you soon. Enjoy the trailer.
Yeah. Thank you. And bye-bye.
Brilliantly funny. Any Alien fan would love it.
It was fantastic. It was absolutely hilarious. It was so good.
Thank you, Cast Iron. If you want to get involved with any of their projects, do follow them on social media and get involved. It's a great way to pass your lockdown. What else are you going to do? Watch all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine again? Probably. Next up, we have Kirsten Mackey with writing poetry. We've got the poetry of Miss Kiki and the dance of the mysterious Magdalena, and they are going to perform an ethereal celebration of femininity. It's like Hanover had a wet dream. Anyway, please enjoy Kirsten Mackey with writing poetry.
Writing poetry. There is a throbbing in the front of my skull, and it pounds a beat to the melody that floats out of dreams. There is a throbbing in the front of my skull, and it cascades my spine like a fanfare of trumpets. There is a throbbing in the front of my skull, and it circumvents my hips to leave my torso one with spirit. It tangles round my legs between my toes, and oh, my head is thrust into the stars. Galaxies of daydreams fill me with such elemental emotion that the words are just too strong for speech. There is a throbbing in the front of my skull, and it churns up my insides like a great many hands stirring a pot. It surges through my bloodstream into the darkest corners of me, awakens things in me that I didn't know were there. They flutter about the pit of my stomach, and of every pulse and nerve I become acutely aware. Of the trembling in my diaphragm, it's a bass line running through me, to fingers that reach out for the lusty pen to cradle in my palm that source of all abandon. There's a throbbing in the front of my skull, and it heaves like the waves of a merciless ocean. It blasts aside reason that splinters as coral wood on iron shores, harbouring some corners of my mind islands of solitude. Grey, deep ink skies scudder too fast over wasted, barren lands. There's a throbbing in the front of my skull, and it conjures ghostly faces between the gnarled, unnatural branches in the forests of my soul. They wrap warped lips around nymphing incantations that rip me to pieces with the passions they unleash. It rages through my sensibilities, leaves ragged paths of doubt I crawl into unwillingly in anger. There's a throbbing in the front of my skull, and it tightens my grip on the doleful pen. is become a sword I wield, an instrument of death in my battles against the ego. There's a throbbing in the front of my skull, and it pounds a beat to the melody that floats out of dreams. It pulsates a soothing remedy, like jazz music echoed through a haze of cigarette smoke, or a voice dark as chocolate caressing the curve of my neck. I have visions without borders, spiral into my parallel self, and out the thunder strike lightning, and other worlds filled with riddles. There is a throbbing in the front of my skull, and it is a compulsion that will not leave me.
Thank you, Kirsten Mackey. If you enjoyed what you saw, keep your eyes peeled for her upcoming project, Wild Women of the West. Yee-haw! If you have been enjoying what you've been watching so far, which obviously you have because it's really top-notch stuff, then please consider donating some of your pennies and pounds and wads of cash to our PayPal. The link is going to be put in the description below, so please send your electronic money towards us so that we can pay our lovely performers and also help the Brighton Community Fund. Next up, we have Two Gal Theatre with Words Without Consent. Now, these gals have been on a mission tracking down all the awful things that men have been saying thus far in the 21st century and splooshed it together to make an argument between two politicians. It's really gross. Everything they say is really gross. And the worst thing is all of those things were actually said. So before you start trying to poke holes in our lovely feminist arguments, you can't, because it's fact, because it was said. Anyway, in true Front Room Fest style, there's a load more feminism. Enjoy Two Gal Theatre with Words Without Consent.
It's a very difficult time for young men, when you can be guilty of something you may not be guilty of. Women are doing great.
I have great respect for women.
Nobody has more respect for women than I do. And women have respect for me.
This is exactly why men shouldn't allow the vagina monologue to become a dialogue.
Feminists are now among the most obnoxious bigots.
I wouldn't say I'm a feminist. I mean, I think that would be maybe taking things too far. I'm for men. I'm for women. I'm for everyone. But the way some women are behaving makes me ashamed. And of course, it is the feminist movement which is pushing them on, revealing women at their very worst. Mean, vindictive, and very dangerous.
Let's hope the key conferences are when she's menstruating or something. That would be really bad. Lord knows what we would get then. Menstruating or something.
I don't know if you've seen the leader of the opposition. And you know where this is going. I watched her today.
It was pathetic. She had blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever.
Would anybody vote for that? I mean, she's a woman and I'm not supposed to say bad things, but really, folks, come on.
She's not called a B word because she's assertive and aggressive.
She's not called a B word because she's assertive and aggressive. She's called the B word because she acts like one. What? If a man is assertive...
Because she acts like one.
Have you seen the neck skin on her? Does she kind of look like a turkey? Look at her eyes and her nose.
Women should stay in their homes.
Will the women's protest be over in time for them to cook dinner?
I don't know which party my wife belongs to, but she belongs to my kitchen. and my living room and the other room.
It's a pretty picture you drop into me.
And of course, women must earn less than men because they are weaker, they are smaller, they are less intelligent. They must earn less. That's all. They must earn less. That's all.
You wouldn't have your job if you weren't beautiful.
And stamping her kitten heels.
Say no, says the noble and learned lady, the Baroness, whatever it is, I can't remember what it
too
is.
much like a chauvinist, but when I come home and dinner's not ready, I go through the roof.
Bloody difficult women.
How do we beat the bitch?
Keep her mouth shut.
And her legs so she can't reproduce.
Such a nasty woman.
Stupid woman.
Stupid woman.
Stupid woman.
Stupid woman.
A hatchet face, passive aggressive, man hating, control freak.
Slap her.
Just pat her on the bottom and send her on her way.
Defenseless women.
Grab
them by the pussy.
Boys will be boys.
Lock or talk.
Stupid woman.
Weaker.
Less intelligent.
Bigoted.
Vindictive.
Scheming.
Psychopathic. Feminazis.
Driven by misandry.
Less intelligent.
Smaller.
Freak.
Bitch.
person who's flat chested is very hard to be.
Yourself! Be a good boy!
Calm down, dear. Calm down. Calm down. Listen.
Thank you to Gal Theatre. If you enjoyed what you saw, follow, like, subscribe. It really means a lot to theatre companies now more than ever to know that they have your support going into the future where, you know, everything's so uncertain and unprecedented and unwritten and underprepared. And oh no, that's me. Next up, we have Club Introvert with Group Session. Introvert's anonymous recovery program meets monthly to help introverts become a functioning member of society again. Something we might all relate to a little more after Ms. Rona has finished with her business with all of us. So please enjoy Club Introvert with Group Session.
So, welcome back to our monthly meeting at IARP, Introvert's Anonymous Recovery Program. It's wonderful to see all your warm faces here today. So, how are we doing? Wow. Well done, everyone. What an improvement from our last session. No screaming, no throwing tea, no running out of the room in sheer panic. And I mean, number 4. What an astonishing improvement. And you even resisted the sleeping bag. I shall be putting that in your records. You may also notice that we have a new face in our midst. Welcome, number 7. Why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
No, thank you.
It is very important for you to embrace yourself fully into the programme here. Just in the early parts of this process, sharing a little bit about yourself is vital for these sessions to have any benefit on your future recovery. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Rich tea biscuit. I'm a rich tea biscuit. Not a Jaffa cake or a chocolate hobnob. I don't stand out in a biscuit tin, you see.
Thank you, number 7. Why don't we give number 7 a round of applause,
Test it.
Well done, number 7.
Thank you, Club Introvert, for that. If you enjoyed what you saw, please find them on social media and follow, because they're going to be releasing the whole video for you to enjoy of group session. Next up, we have Awk the Clown. Awk's been feeling pretty lonely in isolation and could do with a friend, so much so he's written a song for you. That's all he really wants. So please enjoy Awk the Clown, and hopefully he will charm you with his musical talents.
When you were here before, and look you in the eyes. Look like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. Float like a feather in unusual weather. Wish I was special, so very special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Don't care if it hurts. I want to have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. I wish I was special. You're so very special. And she's running away. Hey, hey. Running away. Hey, hey. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. Wish I was special, so very special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing? I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
Thank you, Awk the Clown. If you liked Awk or if you loved Awk, please find him on social media and send some love, send a follow, send a like, send a share, send a bit of money to us via our PayPal link, because we're going to share that to pay our performers and donate the rest to charity. Oh yeah. Next up, we have Ahmed Elgharably, who also known as Dr. A&E, and he's here to offer you some poetic healing. Give it up for Ahmed.
They split us and broke us. When we heard the news, it choked us. We were slices and specimens in test tubes like test things, in boxes labelled with names. All these names except our own, and now I'm caged up on loan while they prick and prod with hope. The human race is at stake, but I'm feeling like a steak bake. All gold and red, all laid out to rest before I'm cut up and fed to this carnivorous head. It's crazy, I said, while they cut me and slit my heart, my liver, my lungs. I quit. Just let me out to my mum and dad so they can bury me in a pit the proper way. Oh, you don't have much to say after you broke me with no delay. You said your duty had led you astray. I was your meat at the buffet, all gourmet with a side of sorbet. You cut me up before your child's birthday and the Lord's Day, and before that trip to Bombay and the ballet. So remember me every weekday and weekend, because now I decay, finally I ascend. This is a sweatshop, and I'm sweating, and I'm hoping for a blessing. Life has put me here without a voice for fear of the man hearing my tears or expressions. I'm a missing child with a message, so please listen up for the essence. Because they say life is a blessing, but I'm waiting to find that message. I probably won't make it to adolescence, let alone get married, have a wedding, because I've got to finish off this dress. I'm still stringing together the meshing. They say the pain will lessen and lessen, but it's getting faster and the demands are growing. I've got t-shirts to stitch and belts to strip and the soles of shoes for gelling. My hands are bleeding with resin and my mind on the verge of heaven. My brain and body have become numb to this while people are commenting and sharing. Please understand that £2 for a t-shirt isn't normal. It's got a story of pain eternal. They've got me nocturnal making teas and turtlenecks while you're out there saving turtles. They're tying a noose round my little neck. It's perplexing. It's a sweatshop and I'm sweating and I'm hoping for a blessing. Life has put me here at the lowest tier, but I've got teas to make for your expression.
Thank you, Ahmed Elgharably. If you like what you saw, please give him a follow on social media and please put a million clapping emojis in the comments as a virtual thank you to all the key workers. Yay! I sound sarcastic, but I'm not. Next up, we have WildSpy Theatre with Gagging on Grapes. This is a little snippet from the beginning of this play, which starts light and turns dark. So hopefully you'll be having a lot of laughs with this little sketch about a one-night stand. Give it up for WildSpy Theatre with Gagging on Grapes.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh. Oh. I am awake. Oh, I nearly drank some gin thinking it was water. Could you get me some? Oh, thanks. Shit! Fuck! Shit! Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting.
I probably should have.
I thought you were my housemate.
I'm Matt from last night.
Yes, of course, Matt. Yeah, memory is a little.
Don't worry. Everyone was pretty wasted.
Right.
Sorry, I was just getting my things.
Sorry, do you need a towel?
Nah, it's fine. Bit like a Sorry, that was... I don't usually do this.
Do what?
This. One night stand business. It's not really my...
Oh, well, don't worry, I had fun.
I think I should be going.
You can leave it off for a bit if you want.
There you are. I thought you'd done a runner.
Oh, no. Just getting my things and been chatting to,
Kaz.
Kaz.
How's your head?
I'm gonna... water.
What a night.
Yeah. I should probably be getting on my way.
Your shoe?
My shoe?
Your shoe?
My other shoe?
Upstairs?
Upstairs. Great. Cool.
Oh my god. You know, that kind of thing. This is so unlike you. What happened?
Oh, your shoe! Hooray for shoes!
Yeah.
I'm gonna...
Yeah, so I guess I'll see you around?
If you'd like to get my number.
Yes! Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, that would be cool. Whatever. Yeah, if you fancy coffee or cake or a cocktail maybe, you know, that'd be nice, or whatever, like, you know.
Yeah.
Great. I'll give you a missed call now.
Cool.
So you have mine. And to check you gave me the correct number.
I did.
Not a fake one. Yeah, I know. I was just checking.
Yep. It's ringing.
I wasn't really checking. It's just so you have my number.
Oh, I know.
Oh, so what do I save you as?
Matt. I'm Matthew.
That's right. I'm
Josie.
Yeah. Wow. You weren't as drunk as me then.
No, not quite. Bye.
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 Thank you, WildSpy Theatre. If you enjoyed what you saw, please do all the usual. Please follow them on social media. It means so much to theatre companies at the moment. Now more than ever, we need your support. People need to feel the love so that we can keep making theatre when Ms. Rona goes away again. Next up, we have the one and only Hannah Brackenbury. Imagine if Victoria Wood and Terry Garrigan had a love child. That would be Hannah. It's a very niche reference, and if you don't get it, you're not a proper Brightonian. Hannah is award-winning, and her show All Things Brighton Beautiful did so well at Brighton Fringe last year. She does songs about misunderstood seagulls, lesbian triangles, everything Brighton related. Very relatable content. Oh, please give it up for Hannah Brackenbury with All Things Brighton Beautiful.
Good evening, Front Room Fest. My name is Hannah Brackenbury, and it's my pleasure to be with you this evening from my front room here in Hove. Now then, I'm a musical comedy performer, and I'm going to do a silly song for you. This is a song from my show, All Things Brighton Beautiful, which celebrates all the things I love and a couple of things that I hate about our fine city of Brighton. Now, for anyone who is a big fan of the I-360 along the seafront there, you might want to cover your ears for the next couple of minutes, because this is my anti-I-360 song, Big Grey Pole. Paved Brighton seafront, put up a big grey pole, and it looks really ugly and nobody likes it at all. But now it's much too late, you see, cause we're stuck with this big monstrosity. And they paved Brighton seafront, put up a big grey pole. They took all our money and spent it on this metal stick. And they charge all the tourists a minimum 15 quid. When all they're really gonna see are some rooftops and some boats out at sea. Still they pay Brighton seafront, put up a big grey pole. Hey Brighton Council, couldn't you really think of anything better to spend 36 million quid on? Now it's much too late, you see, cause we've gone and lent them all our money. And they paid Brighton seafront, put up a big grey pole. The poor Brighton wheel, it had to get out the way. Even though we all loved it, would have rather preferred it to stay. But now it's much too late, you know, cause the wheel has gone to find a new home. And they paid Brighton seafront, put up a big grey pole. Late last night, I had a beautiful dream. It got hit by lightning and crashed on down into the sea. But now it's much too late, you see, cause we're stuck with this big monstrosity. And they paid Brighton seafront, put up a big grey pole. They ruined Brighton seafront, put up a big grey pole. Our beautiful seafront, stuck with this big grey pole. Thank you so much. That is a song from my show, All Things Brighton Beautiful, which you can catch online on Saturday the 16th and Sunday the 17th of May on Zoom. If you're interested in buying a ticket, please check out my Facebook page, Hannah Brackenbury, and have a look on Eventbrite, where you can pick up a ticket at a price of your choice. No questions asked. Pay what you can afford to come and watch an hour-long show about Brighton, all the things we love and hate about this fine city. Thank you for having me, Front Room Fest. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Hannah Brackenbury. If you liked what you saw there, not only can you support her on social media, but if you follow through, she's doing gigs this weekend, which would have been her run at Brighton Fringe. So find her on social media, find her Eventbrite, and buy tickets. It's pay what you want. No one's going to be excluded from that. And please enjoy some more Hannah Brackenbury this weekend. It's nearly the end. But don't worry, we've got one more act to round off this spicy evening. If you have indeed enjoyed yourself, which if you're still here, you probably have, please donate some of your monies. As I've said a million times, shut up, Beth. No, I won't. Give us more money. The money goes to pay our performers after having paid 25% to our charity, the Brighton Community Fund. It's such vital work. You know, it's better than what I'm doing. I'm just standing here in a bloody yellow beret. Give money to the people that deserve it. Our final act of the evening is none other than Alfie Ordinary, who tonight will be playing the famed Tinky Winky. Tinky Winky, as you all know, was a mid-90s absolute legend until Teletubbies got axed for supporting the gay agenda. But now, they're back. Higher heels, redder lips, and the non-binary icon you all didn't know you needed. But here they are, the final act tonight, Alfie Ordinary as Tinky Winky.
Over the hills and far away, Teletubbies come to play.
Teletubbies!
It is a known fact that a woman do carry an evening bag at dinner time. You see it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. You see it on Real Housewives of Potomac. You even see it on Little Women LA. I don't know why you all gagging. Purse first, purse first. Walk into the room, purse first. Purse first, purse first. Walk into the room, purse first. Ow, purse first, purse first. Listen to the first verse of Purse First. Purse first, purse first. Purse first, purse first. Bitch, you paid too much trying to look like me. My purse was buy one, get one free. Is that a Vera Wang gown? Girl, I'll take your hand-me-downs. Fendi Prada, no, it's not a Michael Kors as nice as yours. You broke the bank, but I turned the ball. Now who's the fiercest of them all? Cack, 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 boom. Cack, boom, you walk into the room. Ack-a-da, cack-a-da, cack-a-da, cack. Pick it back up, then you fall on your back. Act to the cack, 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 boom. Shaka, cack, 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 cack. Shawam, boom, shaka, make sure you don't stop. Bring it back up and then death drop.
What's in the bag, Tinky Winky? Can you remember what's inside the bag? Well, let's have a look. Oh, no.
I don't know why you all gagging. Purse first, purse first. Walk into the room, purse first. Purse first, purse first. Walk into the room, purse first. Ow, purse first, purse first. Second verse, it's only gonna get worse. Purse first, purse first. Purse to the purse, purse first. Walmart, Conway, Rainbow, Ross, Max, Anista, feeling boss. Girl, you think this Louboutin? Nah, I got this on Groupon with curtains, paper, and a wish. I made this clutch and turned it, bitch. $3,000, now you're in debt. You got a Givenchy with a Kmart dress. Act, cack, cack, boom. Cack, boom, you walk into the room. Ack-a-da, cack-a-da, cack-a-da, cack. Pick it back up, then you fall on your back. Act to the cack, 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 boom. Shaka, cack, 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 cack. Shawam, boom, shaka, make sure you don't stop. Bring it back up and then death drop. Purse first, purse first. Walk to the room, purse first. Purse first, purse first. Walk to the room, purse first. Ow, purse first, purse first. Walk to the room, purse first. Purse first, purse first. Walk to the room, purse first. Before you come for me, you better sharpen your claws. Tell me, is you mad or not? Your Jimmy shoes are killing you. Size 15 foot with a size 10 shoe. Girl, I'm way too blessed to be stressed. Why pay more when you can pay less? I switched your tea and now you're mad. I'll duck walk on your Birkin bag. Duck, duck. Ooh, quack. I'm feeling quack. Quack, quack. Get back. A bitch is feeling quack. Ow, ow, get back. A bitch is feeling quack. Purse first, purse first. Walk to the room, purse first. Purse first, purse first. Walk to the room, purse first. Ow, purse first, purse first. Walk to the room, purse first. Purse first, purse first. Walk to the room, purse first.
Time for tubby bye-bye. 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 Time for tubby bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Tinky Winky.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Alfie Ordinary, Brighton's one and only drag prince. That's it, I'm afraid. We've run out of people for today, because we'll be back next week with 10 more stonking acts. I can tell you're already excited to see me again. So thank you to everyone from tonight. That is Luke Rollason, Cast Iron, Kirsten Mackey, 2 Fringe Theatre, Club Introvert, Awk The Clown, Ahmed Elgharably, WildSpy Theatre, Hannah Brackenbury, and Alfie Ordinary. So thank you to everyone who performed. Thank you to Clapback Club and Girl Code Theatre who made this lovely yumminess happen. Thank you to Jessie the Tech, clapping emoji. Thank you to Beth Hodd for presenting. Oh, send flowers. That's enough. As we've mentioned before, if you enjoyed this show, it's pay as you feel. The suggested donation is £3. The PayPal link is below. Please chuck your money that way and we'll be forever grateful, as will the performers, as will the Brighton Community Fund, as will everyone that's going to help. So thank you. Again, more thank yous. If you are a sad little Fringe performer sitting in your house with nothing to do and you'd like to get involved, please DM either Clapback Club or Girl Code Theatre to find out more. And without further ado, I think it's time I bogged off. And I guess I'll see you next week. Probably another beret. Defo more flirting. Love you lots. See you later, babes.